Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I have a video that I'm not gonna lie, it was really requested by you guys. This is my ColourPop Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencils haul slash review slash lip swatch video. As most of you guys know, if you guys have been watching my channel, I am obsessed with ColourPop. If you guys don't know of ColourPop, ColourPop is an indie or up-and-coming makeup brand. You can find their products online at colourpop.com. They have some of the best eyeshadows. They are a gorgeous, metallic, sparkly, glittery eyeshadow formula, like a mousse to powder amazingness. They are only $5 a piece. Recently, ColourPop released new Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencils is what they call them. And each of these products also retails for $5 a piece. So this is what the pairing looks like. You have this almost like a jumbo pencil, which they call their Lippie Stix, and then kind of just a traditional lip pencil, which they call their Lippie Pencil. ColourPop has over 40 shades of these Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencils on their website, which is insane. If you guys are looking for any color under the universe in the rainbow, you will find it on colourpop.com. Now, I've been testing these Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencils for a while now, and I have a pretty good hand on what I think of them. Just as a disclaimer for you guys, I was not sent these products. ColourPop does not know I'm doing this video. I'm not being paid for this. I purchased all of these goodies with my own money. Now, because ColourPop has 40 different shades, I actually have a good majority of them in my collection, but I'm not going to be showing all of them to you guys in this video. What I decided to do, instead of swatching all of them on my lips and killing my lips, I decided what I would do is I would pull 15 of the shades that I think are the most flattering. They're my favorites. You get a little bit of each color family because ColourPop does have such a good color variation in what they're offering, as well as a couple shades in each of their different formulas. The 15 I'm going to show you, I think, will offer you a good sampling on what is available on ColourPop, and if you guys are interested in any of the ones I'm going to show you in this video, you should really check out the website because there are a ton and a half more. So jumping right into the packaging of the products, the packaging on both the Lippie Stix and the Lippie Pencil is a nice kind of like a white packaging, like a cream color white. The Lippie Stix comes like this. It does say ColourPop Lippie Stix. On the bottom of the pencil, it does say the name of the color as well as the finish. And this color right here is a pretty accurate representation of the actual color you're getting inside. Now, I have to say that is one of the things I am in love with these, because I mean, if you have so many of these Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencils, which I'm sure you guys are going to collect a bunch like I did because they're only $5 a piece, it's really nice because you can store them, you know, upright like this, and you can see all the different colors on the back of the pencils. For example, here's just a handful of what they have to offer. So all the colors are all fun and different. The most unique thing that ColourPop did in this Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencil collection is for every color they released a Lippie Stix and a Lippie Pencil. So essentially the Lippie Stix is just a jumbo pencil. As you guys can see, it's just like in a jumbo pencil format. It does have a nice little slanted tip. And essentially what the Lippie Stix is, it is just a lipstick. It's a full coverage, fully opaque lipstick in this nice little format here. It makes it super easy to apply, to get a nice crisp line because of the shape of the applicator. And as I mentioned earlier, the Lippie Stix does come in 4 different formulations, at least right now. They have their Glossy, Pearlized, Satin, and Matte finishes. Now, the Lippie Pencils that come coordinating with the Lippie Stix, you have to purchase them each separately. They're each $5 a piece. So if you wanted the set of Lippie Stix and Lippie Pencil, Pencil. This is a $10 pairing right here, but all of the Lippie Stix come with a coordinating Lippie pencil in the same shade. The shade I showed you here in the Lippie Stix is Frida, and the shade here in the Lippie pencil is also Frida. So you can see on the Lippie pencil, it also says ColourPop Lippie Pencil. Then on the back, it does say Frida, and it has, you know, all the other information. And this is what the Lippie pencil looks like. It's just a standard lip pencil type format. It does not twist up, which I have to say is one thing I sort of wish they would have done, because these Lippie pencils, they're not wood, they're actually made of a plastic, kind of like the L'Oreal Silkissime eyeliners. You can still sharpen them, but you do want to get a really, really sharp pencil sharpener, cosmetic grade. Don't use like a normal pencil sharpener. I've actually seen people do that before. The one I recommend is the Urban Decay Grindhouse sharpener. It is a $10 pencil sharpener, but honestly, if you're gonna invest in some of these, I mean, they're not that expensive, but just to save from wasting the product and to get a nice sharp sharpen on the pencils, I would recommend the Urban Decay Grindhouse. So the way I'm going to show you guys these lip products swatched on my lips as well as up close swatches on my hand is I'm going to break them down by different formulations. So I'm going to talk about each of the formulations and then show you guys the lip swatches and the up close swatches of some of the shades that I own in that formula, if that makes sense. It'll make sense as we go along. So we are going to start with the Glossy Finish formula. Now I have to say, out of all 4 of the formulas ColourPop offers, the Glossy Finish is my least favorite. The reason for that is because I find them to be kind of thick and a little bit tacky, and they're not super glossy. They don't remind me of the L'Oreal Lilacs, which I was kind of hoping they would be. The Lilacs are super, super creamy, really opaque, super glossy jumbo lip pencil, and I was kind of hoping ColourPop nailed that formula. And it's not the same. The weird thing about the Glossy Finish is I feel like it clings onto all the little dry patches, even more so than any of the other formulas. And you would think that a matte finish or a satin finish would be the one to show extra dry patches, but the Glossy Finish is really, really unforgiving to your lips. I am glad that ColourPop doesn't offer a whole lot of colors in their Glossy Finish. The 2 I'm about to show you guys are both kind of lighter, neutral, just lighter colors in general. ColourPop doesn't offer any darker or brighter colors in their Glossy formula, and I'm kind of glad they did that because darker colors are already unforgiving as it is, and then if you're gonna make it in an unforgiving formula, there's no hope. So let's just jump into the swatches of the 2 glossy finishes I'm gonna show you in this video. This first shade on my lips is called Cake, and this is a very, very bright, in your face, almost like a neon creamsicle orange color. This next shade is called Bound, and this is a really pretty, kind of like a light, nudie color with sort of a purpley undertone to it. It's a really, really unique, light neutral color. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the satin finish, and I have to say the satin finish is my favorite out of all of the finishes. I know we're going polar opposite. We went from glossy, which I really just dislike, to satin, which I love. I really, really like the satin finishes that ColourPop offers because it is that perfect balance between the matte finish without it being too drying. Now, when we get to the matte finish formula, I'll talk more about that formula, but the satin is perfect. It is not too glossy, it's not matte, it lasts a long time without looking like bad. It doesn't wear off badly. It doesn't leave your lips dry. It's just so nice. And ColourPop does offer the most satins in their lip line as well, and I think for good reason. ColourPop offers everything from super, super light, neutral nude colors in their satin finish, as well as really, really dark, vampy, bright, crazy colors, some of which I'm going to show you guys in the upcoming swatches. So the first satin color that's on my lips is Frida, and this is Coffee Break with Danny's special ColourPop color that she created for all of us. So this is the perfect kind of nude, peach, pink, brown type color, and the way Danny describes it is she just wanted something that would work on all skin tones, and I definitely think it does that. It looks really, really flattering on my skin tone, but it looks so gorgeous on Danny, and I've seen her post pictures of the way it looks on a ton of different skin tones, and it really, really is a beautiful universal shade. This next shade is Brills, and this is actually a really, really pretty, really bright lavender purple toned color. Super, super unique in my collection, and I actually really like it on me. I know this isn't gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's really, really fun. This next shade is Rocket, and this one is a really, really bright, fun coral color. This is so pretty. It's one of probably the most classic, iconic summer type colors, and I just think this pairing is so super flattering and pretty. Next shade on my lips is Brunch, and this one is really similar to Rocket, the last one I showed you. It's just a little bit more orange, but it's equally bright, equally fun, equally in your face, really, really pretty summery type color. Now this next shade is Scandy, which is just a really, really bright, in your face, pink with a purple undertone to it. And it actually really reminds me of the MAC lipstick in Petals and Peacocks, which came out like 4 or 5 years ago in the MAC Liberty of London collection. I feel like this is really, really similar to that. This next shade is Flawless, and I think this one looks really, really intimidating when you look at the color on the bottom of the tube, because it looks like a really, really dark grape color, and it comes across very similar to MAC's Rebel. It's a really pretty purpley pink, not too dark, not too vampy, but just dark enough to make enough of a statement. Remember how I said that they have some fun shades and some definitely out of the box shades? This is one of them. This one is called Charm, and it is a cream finish, mint green. Nothing really too much more to say about this. It is really interesting, really fun. I know Lime Crime has a mint green that's very similar to this, so if you guys have been wanting to try the Lime Crime one, this one is only $5, so I mean... Okay, now we're gonna talk about the Pearlized finish. Now ColourPop only has 2 Pearlized finish lip products in their collection out of all 40 that they offer. I'm really hoping that they expand their line. As you can see, I'm wearing one of them on my lips right now, and I'm in love. This is so different, unique. I kind of love it, and the Pearlized finish is the only one of the 4 finishes that has any type of shimmer in it. Do keep that in mind. All of the Glossy finish, the Satin, and the mattes, none of them have any type of glitter or shimmer in them. The Pearlized are the only ones that have some shimmer, and I actually really like them. You can't feel the shimmer on your lips. The base of it kind of reminds me of like the Satin formula, just with some glitter or some metallic shimmer thrown in. It's really comfortable to wear. The glitter doesn't move throughout the day. It doesn't catch on all of your dry patches, and I just think this is a really unique, interesting formula, and the colors that they offer in this Pearlized collection are definitely unique, to say the least. So the first Pearlized shade is called Wet, and speaking of crazy colors, this one is definitely a unique one. It's kind of like a deepened, smoky, very metallic gunmetal charcoal color. It's really, really unique. The next Pearlized shade is Bunny, and can we just have a moment for this shade? I know that crazy colors and metallic jewel tone greens aren't everybody's cup of tea when it comes to lip products. I totally get that, but come on, you have to admit that this is kind of awesome. I really love it, and this is definitely going to be a dupe for one of the Lime Crime lipsticks. I believe it's called Serpentina or something like that. It's also an emerald green, just like this. This is gorgeous. Okay, and the last finish we are going to talk about is the matte finish. And I have to say the matte finish is definitely my second favorite to Satin. I think the mattes are really, really comfortable. They're extremely lightweight. They're more lightweight than the Satins because they don't have that slicky, kind of like lip balmy feel. That's not to say these are drying by any means, but they're not as slick. So they kind of just grip onto your lips and they last forever. They're definitely the longest lasting out of all 4 of the formulas. Oh gosh, now the more I talk about it, the more I feel like the matte may be my favorite. But okay, matte and satins. We'll say those are my top 2. I don't even know if I could pick between the 2. The first matte color on my lips is called Grind, and this one is like Barney purple. It just kind of looks like you were just making out with Barney on the side. It's just really, really pretty. I really like it. It does kind of remind me of Too Faced Melted Violet in their melted, what are they called? Long wear liquid lipsticks. This next shade is I Heart This, and this one is just your perfect pinky red color. It is pretty red, but it does have a little bit of hot pink in it just to kind of tone it down a notch. This next shade is Bichette or Bichette, however you are supposed to pronounce that word. This one is a true red color. It is just a neutral toned red. It's not too blue based, but it's not too warm toned. It's like the perfect pinup girl red. And the last color is Creature, and this one is just a gorgeous, really, really dark, vampy, reddish burgundy color. It is so pretty. So those are all of the colors that I'm going to show you in this video. Now, before I let you guys go, I'm going to talk a little bit more about these products. First off, the scent. They have a really, really nice vanilla scent. They're very, very similar to the MAC lipsticks. Now, another thing I do want to note is that in these Lippie Stix, which are essentially the lipstick of the lip product collection, you're not getting a lot of product in these, and that's just something I want to point out. A traditional MAC lipstick comes with 3 grams of product, like in the traditional bullet, and these Lippie Stix come with 1 gram of product. So you are getting 1/3 of what you're getting in a full-size MAC lipstick. In my head, I would honestly rather get 3 different shades of the ColourPop Lippie Stix for the same price and the same amount of formula as 1 MAC lipstick. And as you guys can see in the lip swatches, do keep in mind that I did swatch the lip pencil as well as filled in with the Lippie Stix on my lips when I showed you guys all of the lip swatches. But you could see up close on the hand swatches where I swatched the Lippie pencil on one side and the Lippie Stix on the other. All of the Lippie pencils and Lippie Stix pairings coordinate really well together. Now, that doesn't mean that they're always identical, and in fact, most of the time you don't always want your Lippie pencil to completely match your Lippie stick or your lipstick, just depending on what you're using. If it's a lighter colored lipstick, oftentimes you do want a little bit of a darker lip pencil to just kind of define the lips, give kind of a nice border, and really just make your lips look a little bit bigger than they actually are. It's kind of tricking the eye in that sense. So I think ColourPop did an amazing job of coordinating their Lippie pencils and Lippie Stix. Some of them look very, very identical in color. Some of them, the Lippie pencil is a little bit darker just to kind of balance out the lightness or the brightness of the Lippie Stix. Also, keep in mind, while I did show you guys the pair of Lippie pencil and Lippie Stix together, you of course don't have to purchase both of them. The Lippie pencils work perfectly by themselves. All of them have a very, very flat matte finish. The only one that I showed you guys, which was Bunny, which was that dark emerald green, that was the only Lippie pencil that had a little bit of glitter or shimmer in it. All of the other ones were a flat matte finish, not glossy at all, and you could totally just outline your lip with the Lippie pencil and also fill it in and get a really, really nice look with just the lip pencil alone. Or you could also just use the Lippie Stix alone. You could also just use these little jumbo lipsticks. You don't always have to outline with the lip pencil, particularly with the matte and satin shades. I don't feel like having the lip pencil is necessarily always needed because the matte and satin shades don't bleed, at least on me. The glossy shades don't bleed either, but I have to say I prefer using the Lippie pencil with the glossy shades because I feel like it gives it a little bit of something to anchor to because the Lippie pencils are matte and the glossy Lippie sticks are so shiny and a little bit slick and tacky. I feel like the Lippie pencil just gives a nice border and a nice base for your Lippie sticks to cling on to. You know, I'm saying Lippie pencil and Lippie sticks so much in this video. I hope you guys are keeping up with that. I apologize if it's a little confusing because these are slightly new terms to makeup in general. As far as lasting power goes, the glossy ones definitely wear off the quickest. The matte ones last very, very long. I would say you could get a good 5 to 6 hours of wear out of the matte ones. The satin ones, of course, depending on the shade, the darker, brighter, bolder shades will last longer than the nude, neutral, more muted shades, but I can get a good 4 to 5 hours out of the satin lip pencils as well. The glossy ones last maybe about 3 hours or so, and the pearlized ones are closer to the satin finish in the 4-hour range. So my overall thoughts on these ColourPop Lippie Stix and Lippie pencils is that I love them. There was really no shock there at all. I have to say I'm not crazy about the glossy finish like I've mentioned so many times in this video, but the matte, satin, and pearlized, love all of them. The matte and satins are definitely, did I just say matte and satin? Matte and satins are definitely my top 2 favorite formulas, and I think honestly you really can't go wrong with any shades. My favorite shades in particular, I would have to say, are Frida, the really nice neutral nude peachy pink. Creature, the one I'm wearing on my lips right now, is just perfect for this time of year. Grind, the Barney purple, is so pretty and so unique, and I also really, really do love Bunny, which is that emerald metallic green. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are planning on picking up any of these Lippie sticks or Lippie pencils, or if you already have them, let me know what you think of them. I am obsessed. I'm so glad that ColourPop is constantly releasing new shades. Like, right when you think that you own all of the ones that you want, they just release more that you just have to add to your wish list. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys on my bonus video on Saturday. I'll see you then. Bye. This is called the Sweet Indulgences 3-in-1 set, and the retail price of this is going to be Objects of Affection Pink and Rose pigments and glitters. I think rose gold is so popular right now, and